Good morning. Good morning. Here we are with Dr. Elisa Metus and Nicole Schwartz. Hi, Nicole. How are you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. You're an animal lover, aren't you?
I am. I
And
love animals.
let's talk about them. Eric, my love, I love you. Will you help us?
Yes. Eric's here and he's like, oh, he's telling me before, he's like, he's excited to have center stage. He doesn't have to, talk, be next to anybody that is
Like
telling their
interviewing
somebody.
somebody. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he was like, this is so fun that I'm the one who is able to actually fully come through with this.
You are the star, baby. You're the star. So I want to also let you know that if you want information about Nicole, it's all in the description box below. Nicole, is there anything you want to say about your biz?
No, we're still running our fall specials for 30-minute and 60-minute medium sessions.
Awesome. Do
So,
it, people. Do it. All right, let's see some of these wonderful questions from our great community. They just are so great at providing the best and most insightful questions. How would you describe, Eric, the soul nature of animals, individual and collective? It's great.
Eric's saying he's saying there it's both. So it's not individualized or collective. It's they both animals uniquely contribute to our society. They come to us as spiritual messengers and spiritual guides as well to teach us lessons, to show us things, to offer support, to guide us on our next path. But they're usually big life spiritual lessons. All animals are very intuitive and they all have a unique message, um, or their presence embodies a message, collectively from the spirit realm. He's
Okay.
showing me that it's so, he's like, it's so unique because a lot of times, when someone loses a pet or someone is very, has this strong connection with a pet, he goes, it's almost definite that they're going to come back and reincarnate as a different animal, and a snippet of their soul is going to come back into that same
Oh,
family.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's a good one too. Do animals reincarnate across species or do they follow their own evolutionary path?
Um, he's showing me they choose their own path. So they can reincarnate to whatever. He says, when we choose to come back in, it's like our souls all go to the same place. So it's like there's no separate heavens or anything. It's one place. So
Okay.
when they come back in, he's showing me that, okay, I'm going to come back in as, cat, or I'm going to be a human or something.
Oh, can they
And
cross
their
into
soul,
they can be humans too? And vice versa?
yes.
Oh, cool.
He's like, the
Okay.
soul it's your soul. So it's your soul. Everybody has a soul. Any living thing has a soul. So anything can come at, it's funny. My cat, I looked at my cat's eyes just opened when I
Oh,
said that. He's like, mm-hmm. But if
she
you can tell,
understands.
like, they understand, and if you notice, each animal has such a unique, different personality. So that just doesn't, he's showing me it's because some other time he goes, they were human, there was something else, and they
Yeah.
chose to do this, maybe because it's easier and they wanted to be in their same soul family again, or they chose to go through life lessons as, an animal rather than a human, because they felt like it was easier than that human
Yeah. Human experience is
experience of.
much more difficult. Do they have their own
Mhm.
animal experiences similar to human experiences, like to learn about love and all that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So he's showing me, like, any animal you encounter, it doesn't matter if it's a cat, a dog, a horse, a
Mhm.
bear, they see your aura before they see anything that depicts like a body or
Okay.
any features. So they see your aura. So if you're fearful, or if you're angry, or if you're just not a kind or nice person, it gives off different colors. And
Yeah.
they are more aware and more of like on alert, rather
Mhm.
than if you're more grounded and all you want is love, and they understand that and they don't feel threatened. They, if you notice, it's just like kids, they come up to you, or they'll be more, smile at
Yeah.
you. But if they feel like afraid, they're like,
They sense energy, just like animals do,
"Mhm.
especially horses. God. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Are animals aware of their role in helping humans grow emotionally and spiritually? Do they know that?
Yes.
Wow.
So,
All right. So,
yes, 100%. Because he's showing me that each animal comes into the family at a certain time,
okay.
and or not a family, to anybody who they encounter at a certain time. But it has to be just like you're in a relationship. Like if you're trying to meet somebody, it has to be divine timing. So I I'm Eric showing, okay, give the story about you. I said, okay, so when I first got my cat, I waited because he's a Maine Coon. He's a big boy.
Oh,
Um,
love those.
yeah, he is very, he's the best. But I moved out and I was in OT. I was just starting OT school. Didn't realize, a month, not even a month. It was 1, 2 weeks after I got him, my best friend passed away in a car accident.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's like he helped me, supported me, and showed me so much love that I didn't know I needed at the time.
Yeah.
And he
Wow.
was like, a man's best friend, but a woman's best friend. So it's
Yeah.
like they come in, it's like they spiritually, they come into your life, okay, I'm going to come back. Or if you lose an animal too soon, they also come back. If they're not ready, maybe their physical animal body couldn't take it anymore,
Yeah.
but they're going to come back to you.
Yeah. I know Bella came in, to us because she helped us heal from what happened to Erik. And we
Hmm.
asked on the Ouija board, the E board as it's called, and we asked, "Why are you here?" And it spelled out here to heal. So,
Hmm.
my daughter Annika, uh, Scout, which is her brother's dog, he has two dogs, will not, she has separation anxiety. If Annika goes anywhere, they're just like this, so tight. They love each other
Hmm.
so much. Was that a human relationship in the past, or a human horse, a human other dog, or something like that? Her name is Scout, and she's a little awesome, mini Aussie, black and white.
Oh, I'm getting it was um animal in the past, but multiple times. Like they reincarnated
Oh,
multiple times. And Scout decided to come in as animal each time, wanting to be by her side because um, showing she could get closer than any a friend or any other, significant other at the time. And they have a
right.
strong connection, and it will keep happening
Okay.
because that's their soul contract. And Eric saying, he's making sure all of his siblings and you guys have somebody that to love, that
Always.
shows you, because you guys love so unconditionally. So he
Yeah.
wanted to make sure something loves you guys unconditionally.
Well, my other daughter, Christina, one of my other daughters, had a dog, Lilu, a little Maltese who died just a terrible death, hemorrhagic. I mean,
Mm.
she just leaking protein enteropathy, just really bad. Now they're looking at a litter. There's two babies there, and it's going to be called Moochie, I think. She's looking at one in particular. Is it the one she's looking at more, or is it the other girl? That's
Is there,
Lilu. Is Lilu has Lilu come back in one of those two? First, of all, has Lilu come back in one of those two babies?
yes, who's the runt of the litter?
Okay, the
Or who's the
right one.
smaller one? The
Okay.
smaller one?
Okay. And
That's what Eric's saying, but
okay.
definitely coming back.
Whoever's the lightest one, I guess.
Yes, the
Will she be
smallest,
healthy?
or Eric's saying yes.
Okay, good. All right.
Mhm.
All right. Anyway, enough about my stuff. What lessons do now we got Bella, she's throwing up blood. She's super sick.
Oh
But we
no.
won't ask about that. What lessons do different kinds of animals typically help humans learn? Okay, I think we talked a little bit about that, but basically, how to love must be a huge one. And of
And
course,
yeah,
they don't
love,
live as long as we do.
compassion.
So to learn about loss is just so
Hmm.
deep. But go
And to
ahead,
learn
Eric.
about, like, yeah, you're right, the human connect, and just how you can love something that is so different from you, and such a unique connection that um you can have with something so different. But he's showing me love and strength and something, um to care for something other than yourself.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's not all about you people. Is that what it is? It's just not be as egocentric, to learn how to project
Right,
your love outward and do selfless acts of kindness by caring for something else.
right.
All right.
Yeah.
Why are certain people drawn more to animals than other people? Like some are animal people. You and I are animal peoples. Eric was an animal
Yeah.
person.
Eric's
Great.
funny. He's like, from what you just said before, it's like some people have more, more empathy and some people are drawn, but it's a lot of people are fearful and afraid of animals because they're scared they're going to attack them. I
Yeah.
know a lot of people are scared of dogs because of that way. Maybe they've heard stories or, cats are very, they don't, one day they're very nice and then they're like, ah, they're
Yeah.
just, you never know what you're going to get with an animal just because their instinct is to survive. Their instinct is, so if they're going to feel
Yeah.
threatened or anything,
And
it's
they
like
pick
if
up
you're
on
going to feel
they pick up
threatened,
on your
mhm.
fear. They pick
Oh
up on
yeah,
your
they're
fear.
so intuitive and
Yeah.
they're so telepathic. They understand things. It's like it's they're your spiritual guides as well. Like they're here to guide you and you know um, push you and give you guidance through these lessons that you have to overcome.
But there's also the extreme people just abusing, like put their dog on a chain and live on a chain for
And that's
going
the
in a
other
circle,
that's the
circle.
part
It's
of
terrible.
they chose. It's terrible, and those people are should not even be able to have you
Yeah.
know shouldn't even be because they don't even know how to
Out of love.
or how to treat themselves. But he's showing me that that's another part. So some animals will come into that,
Ugh.
or souls will come in because it's less painful than getting abused in the physical form, like as a human.
Okay. Oh, so they
So,
want to be abused, but they choose to be abused as an animal instead of a human because it's easier.
so if
Even
their
though it's
soul
hard.
contract, yeah.
I
So if their
gotcha.
soul contract means, because Eric showed me, it's like you get to choose. It's like everything's a choice before you come
Yeah.
down.
Right. Okay. Do pets choose their humans or do humans choose their pets?
It's kind of like a mutual, like a soul group agreement. It's
That's
kind
what
of
the
like
other one was.
if
Or is it a soul contract?
both, because
Okay.
it's like even if you're going out to find an animal or something, it's like you're not going to get the right what or the one that I don't you have the connection with until it's mutually the timing is mutual on both ends, he's saying.
Yeah. Okay. So I think you already answered this. Can you explain the spiritual agreements pets make with their families before incarnating?
So there's a lot of past lives and a lot of, you know, um, different agreements that they do make because each soul lives on. So when anybody dies, their soul goes back up and they can come back down or choose to go in a different way. Like,
Right.
um, he's showing me like he feels as if Bella was a person in one of your past lives with you and it was one
Okay.
of your daughters.
Oh, wow.
So it's just different connections that they have. And, animals are similar to humans in a way where they choose to come in and they choose to experience life in a way of either love, compassion, or like we've said before, where they have to go through,
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
And but you can see, sorry, he's bringing me back for when people are more drawn to animals. It's because they check their ego outside the door. So a lot of people is like, I can't be responsible for something else. I can only be, so that's a lot of
Right.
things. But when you learn to invite them and be more connection with nature and the universe, you realize you're all one and you all come from one. It's powerful.
I bet it
He's
helps them
saying,
become better parents. A lot of people have
oh
dogs
yeah,
sort of test the waters, or cats
oh
or
for
some other
sure,
animal, goldfish.
yeah. I mean, Ollie's teaching me
Okay.
for sure.
So, a lot of people want to know. I think, since they don't live as long as we do, and we lose them and we want them back so much. How do we know when we're looking for them, how to find them and bring them back
They
into our
they
family?
find they'll find you.
Okay.
So even if you're looking and you're like, okay, I'm ready to have another pet, I know it's not going to be like that one. And it might not even be that time. Sometimes they don't come in right after another. They
Oh
might come
yeah.
in one, and then later it's like, wow, this was my cat when I was little, like or this was my dog when I was growing up, when I was a
Yeah.
child. And then you're like in your 40s or 50s. So it's all divine timing, but they will, if you have this such a special connection, they will come back.
Okay.
Like there's no doubt about it.
All of a sudden you'll see in the paper a litter born or something like that, right?
Yeah, it all will have, like, things will just
Especially if you ask them,
mysteriously work
come
for it.
back to me. All right. So why do animals often leave us sooner than we hope? Is their shorter lifespan spiritually purposeful?
Yes. So it's showing us to be more present too with life and with them. Like, you only get a certain amount of time. You live your life to the fullest, and that's how you're supposed to live every single day. So, what are you going to do to help better their life? What are you going to do to help better your life? If it's just hanging out with them, giving them a good home, loving them, playing with them, or even if you're outside and you see nature, animals, just be kind to them, be like, thank you. It's just showing
Yeah.
you how much beauty that there is in the world that um, resides, around us, that
Right.
is not human made, that
Yeah.
it's just, he's saying, you should see it up here because the amount of animals and different craze, like it's
Must be
wild.
fun.
Because some do come, like when he sees them, okay, if they want to come back and their soul comes in, he goes, it's different, but they present to themselves how they want to be seen. So sometimes they're human. Sometimes it's an animal. It's different.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Eric, are all our previous animals with you or have they reincarnated? Zoe, Peanut, Penny, we got a
Was
bunch of them.
there was who
Ringo,
there was one
Bigger,
that who lived with Eric the longest?
probably Zoe, probably our Weimaraner.
Okay, who was Ringo?
Ringo is a cat, a black cat. He was there for a long time too.
That's funny. My black cat just stood up. Ringo
Ah,
and so they were definitely he's showing me the black cat's with him, but Zoe reincarnated.
oh, is Zoe Bella? Somebody told me that once.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. All right, because I think we should have treated Zoe better. She was a wild dog, and my husband was very hard on her, and this is our chance to, like,
It is. He just told me second chance. He's like, it
that's
is your
right.
second chance.
Now, when a pet passes, do they stay connected as a guide or companion in spirit for a while?
Yeah,
Because I sometimes I've
always.
seen in my right after they died, especially, or hear jingle of bells from their collar, or just see them in my
Oh,
periphery.
100%.
Yeah,
And
or feel them on my bed.
yeah, he's showing me, like I had little wiener dogs, and when they passed, they died one after the other because they were so close.
Oh yeah.
You would hear them, and then my mom's cat all of a sudden would start looking, and nothing would be there, and it's like
Mhm.
where they would go, and it would be in their old room. So they're always connected, and then they see them more so too. So animals can see spirits,
Yeah.
so they can see and they can sense, and they kind of try to prepare you and try to tell you like, oh, not to be scared. It's just energy.
Okay. Yeah, Bella sees energy for sure. Um, Scouts by my side. Do animals take on their humans' emotional pain or illness to help heal them? Like suck the emotional pain, like in the Long Mile or whatever.
They do.
The Green Mile, Green
Sometimes.
Mile. Yeah.
So if you're notice some people who are very depressed and don't do anything or whatever, their animals might be more depressed if they're very close to them. It's
Mm.
very interesting. So, but if they're owners and their environment's happy and they feel supported and loved, they're going to feel supported and loved. They go off of what they're given, so
Okay.
they really thrive in their environment.
Oh, okay. All right, interesting. So what happens spiritually to animals who experience abuse or suffering? And then we'll stop after that and do part two, which will be very short. But you
So,
guys, oh, hit the like button right now before you forget
yes.
and subscribe and also hit notifications so you won't miss part two. Thank you. Go ahead.
So Eric's saying they rarely go through this unless they have a soul contract that with being abused and needing to be healed. So then usually this doesn't happen in their next life. Um, he's saying that it's just such a,
Interesting.
he's saying like poaching, for instance, like like there's
Oh,
so many different things that people do that think
mhm.
they're, for sport and stuff. Like, yes, a lot of they're back in the day, that's how you would get your food and stuff, and you still do, but there's
Yeah.
certain things that he says you have to draw a line where it was like that. It's like those kind of animals like should never be hunted. I mean, even he's saying he's like he's like, I love meat, but the aspect of being he goes, I can't, I
Yeah.
don't like that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I mean, it can be done cruelly or it can be done respectfully. And,
Right.
animals should be raised with respect and love. And, I mean, they have an agreement to feed us, and they need to be
Right.
slaughtered with grace, love, compassion, and without suffering.
Right.
So I read a whole thing on Google about how slaughtering was from all throughout history, and how they've done experiments like they will put the pigs together and slaughter one of them. Is that better, or is it better if they're alone and slaughtered? It was horrible. I wish I'd never read that. All right, let's pause for part two, people. Stay tuned.